Have you heard about the Chat GPT chatbot from a company called OpenAI and wanted to check it out for yourself? My name is Jason and I'll show you just how easy it is. Open a web browser and go to chat.openai.com and this login page appears. If you don't have an account, click sign up and then you can either create an account using your email address, or if you have a Gmail or Google account, you can click to use that as well. You'll have to go through all the usual hoops of verifying and allowing access, but once you're there, you'll be able to simply just log in this easy. So I'll click on my Gmail account, and up comes GPT Chat. So this is a real simple page. They give you some examples of things that you can ask in the chat session, and you'll see on the very bottom there's a little kind of hard to see bar, and that's where essentially you're talking to the chat system just like you would any other human. So you type your request in there and then you click on the little airplane on the side. And as you do different chats down the left side here, it'll remember all of your conversations so you can come back to them later and see the results. So now you're ready to enter your first request into the box at the bottom. So let's ask it, who was the first person to step foot on the moon? You can either push enter or hit the little airplane on the right side of the bar, and away it goes. And it does a little bit of thinking. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. But it did come back with Neil Armstrong, and it gives us the date and the name of the mission, which is great. It's a little bit more than we asked for. But let's say that we need a lot of information. We're doing a project and just need tons of info. So let's enter a new request. How about write a 1,500 word essay about the first moon landing on an 11th grade level. So that adds one more thing to it. We can specify the complexity of the language that is used in its response. So let's go ahead and put that through. And here it goes. So it's basically going to write away at an 11th grade level. You can even scale it back down to like a 2nd grade level or put it up to a PhD level. And it does actually change the type of wording that it does use in the result. So that's a 1,500 word essay about the first moon landing. Just simply amazing how it can do that. So there are other things Chat GPT can do. How about, what are the 10 best gift ideas for a friend's 35th birthday? Let's see what it comes back there. Okay, so it's got a numbered list and it's coming up with ideas. So there it is. If you want to get more detailed on one of the items, you can just ask it a more detailed question. So we'll go ahead and do the same question, but put technology related gift ideas and see what happens. And as you can see, it narrowed down the list to just technology related items that would be good gift ideas. So that is really cool. And you might have heard recently about how this OpenAI and this artificial intelligence is going to start taking away jobs and everything. So in a way, at first, it's going to make existing jobs easier, and eventually it might eliminate the need for a person to do the job. So that could come later on when it really takes off. So one example I've seen is a realtor that has to write a detailed listing for a house that's going to go up onto the MLS. So that normally takes around 3 hours to get a nice, perfectly worded, exciting, catching listing. So instead, they can describe the house to OpenAI and ask it to write the listing. So let's try one of them out. Okay, so I came up with a question for it. I asked it to create an attractive, beautifully worded MLS listing for a one-story house with a lot of description and details. So let's see what it comes back with. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. So of course, that's not going to perfectly match the house that you're trying to sell, but you could take those ideas, bend them around, change the words, make it more descriptive to the actual property, and essentially use it as the basis for your listing without having to come up with all that all by yourself. So it pulls from different sources all over the internet, so there might be some really good marketing buzzwords that are used in the description that will help sell the house too. If you want to clear all of the chats off the list, you can see on the bottom here it has clear conversations, and that should make all of them disappear. But if you just want to clear one chat off the list, just click the little garbage can icon and then click the check mark. Chat GPT is simply amazing. I have one last thing I'd like to share with you. You might have heard that it has the ability to write programming language, so let's put that to the test. I'm going to submit a request for it to write a detailed program that will allow a user to keep track of their checking account. And also I added it must have the ability to save the data in a file and allow them to come back at a later time, reopen the file, and continue where they left off. So let's see how it handles this detailed request. Okay, so it acknowledged it's going to write the program in BASIC, which I asked it to do that, and away it goes. So it's writing code for us. Let's check it out. It looks like it's done writing the code, and at the bottom it summarized what it did there, and that is amazing. It did a good job. So here's one last thing, is it knows multiple languages. So we'll go on the bottom and continue our request and say convert program to Java, which is another programming language. We'll see how it handles that. Okay, here's the Java version, and away it goes again. Programmers, watch out. So it just finished converting the whole program over to Java language, which is quite amazing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on Chat GPT. Take what you learned and open yourself an account and try it out for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll create more in the near future. Thank you so much and have a great day.